Okay, so the cameras are on. The herbalist is in the building. Charmaine is here with us. So let me officially say good morning to them both. How you doing, guys? Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning to all my listeners, everyone, including myself. This morning, we're going to be talking about the joints.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is very important. A lot of people getting pain in the joints and stuff. So we're going to be talking about the joints this morning
All right.
and the
all right.
different illness that can happen in the joint, like arthritis.
Definitely, definitely. So, I understand those ills because I get up in an age too. So, is arthritis age dependent? Young people can get arthritis.
It depends on your diet, what you're eating, and how you're taking care of yourself.
All right.
If you make the mucilage level get really low in your body, you're going to have arthritis.
All right. So, well, tell us, what is arthritis? What's the condition? What causes arthritis?
Okay, you have different conditions that will cause arthritis. For example, one, the mucilage in the joint, that the synovial fluid in the joint get low.
Mm-hmm.
When that get low, you know, it causes the joint to start to touch. So it creates a friction there.
Ah.
And then after that friction, you know, the second one, after the joint touching, it become very swollen and then it become painful.
Mm-hmm. So inflammation and the pain
Right.
sets in. And that's all because of the deterioration or loss of that fluid that's supposed to keep
Right.
the bones from touching.
The fluid is like a grease in the joint.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, having that fluid there in the joint, it prevents friction.
All right.
So once you're having friction, you're going to be having a problem.
All right. All right. So, and you said that diet plays a role.
Yeah, it depends on what you're eating.
All right.
Because everything going to go inside your body is because of the food that you eat.
You know, driving in this morning, I was listening to what some would call a conspiracy theorist. But I have to listen to information from all angles and try to make sense out of nonsense. And she was saying that there are only two things that make somebody unwell, make you sick. It's either an excess of something or a deficiency in something.
Well, she's correct in a lot of ways because the two things cause disease.
Yes.
It's either bad protein or bad signal. I'm giving it in the alchemist way.
All right.
So it's either you pick up a bad signal from the environment or your protein. You're getting too overweight,
Right.
bad protein.
And she went further to say it depends on what we're taking in. Yes.
So
Yes.
whatever you're taking in, if you know you're taking in too much of a high calorie diet, you know, so you have more energy, you need to use more energy. Do more, burn more.
All right. So as it relates to arthritis, what am I taking in that is depleting what's supposed to be that grease in my joints?
You remember in the first, I told you that there's 4 basic things in the nutrition: salt, sour, bitter, and sweet. For arthritis to come, you're leaving out some of those things.
All right.
For example, you're taking in too much salt.
All right.
That leads straight to the arthritis.
Too much salt.
Too much salt.
All right. I'm making that soaking, you know. I'm making that soaking because I'm sure that many of the listeners are now very peaked and are wondering how too much salt lead to arthritis. Many think too much salt lead to hypotension.
Yeah, but leading to hypotension again leads straight up in that area.
Aye.
You know, from one thing to the other.
Systematic.
Right. That's where the systemic problem comes in.
Systemic, yes. I follow.
So from there, lead right down to there to the joints I'm getting till probably you're going to end up with even ankylosis before the arthritis really chips in. I mean, the joints then probably start to fuse.
Can't flex no more.
A lot of people have it and you see them walking and limping because the joint in that area is not so flexible anymore.
Okay. All right. So we are taking in too much salt.
The salt can make your blood become very thick. It put the body in a very hypotonic solution. You know, hypotonic state, rather, where the cells lose water.
All right.
You know, you put salt on anything, it tends to dehydrate it.
All right. Yeah, little chemistry in
Yeah.
yes,
So the
yes.
same chemistry apply to your body.
All right.
Too much salty things can dehydrate any part of you.
All right. All right. We do the math, so we're figuring it out. It's coming together nicely. All right. So
taking in a lot of salty food, a lot of alcohol, no water, nothing with mucilage in there. You're just depleting the synovial fluid in the joints. I mean, all the joints, every part of you that can move.
All right.
All movable joints contain synovial fluid.
Synovial fluid. All right. That is so we're depleting that. When we're taking in these things. All right. So now that we understand how we're depleting it, how do we maintain it? I don't even want to reach to the repair yet. How do we maintain?
Maintenance is taking in food that contain mucilage. You know, some food have a little bit of slime in them. For example, okra is very important in a diet, and anything else that you could find with that slime, like spinach, and there are other greens vegetable as well that contain the same type of mucilage.
So whether you want to call it nature or the Almighty, it provides something very simple because the foods where you eat kind of look and show you what they deal with inside of your body. Man. So you're saying anything slimy?
Anything slimy, once it's food,
yes,
in that area, it's going to help to build up the synovial fluid. And that's like a grease in the joint, so it prevents you from having joint pain, rheumatoid pain, and those type of stuff.
All right, okra is one of the obvious ones. Give me two more.
I'm giving you spinach.
Spinach?
Yeah.
All right.
That can work in the joint area. Irish mustard, so because she love that Irish mustard soup. You know, them thing, it's very good. The Irish mash have a lot of mucilage in there. That's one of the number one food that we eat.
All right. Irish. All right. Do you want to give me some Irish mustard? I don't even remember.
It's high in marine collagen in here. You know, marine collagen is good. Yeah.
All right.
The skin specialist is telling you.
All right.
The marine collagen, you know, she eat a lot of those things. She use them a lot.
All right. All right.
So those food, you know, your food is a medicine.
Yes, man. Yes,
so
man.
Those type of food, you're including them in your nutritional diet, you know, it help. You won't have any giant pain. Noni is another one.
Yes, there was a big hype about Noni probably some 15 years ago. It's like we just discover Noni, and it was Noni everything.
Well, I think it's a bandwagon mentality, herd mentality. People are not following their MU wave, not being mindful. Noni is very good, but most of the things that them say, no, is that them putting too much caps and epaulet and Noni. what Noni mainly do, it can work as a blood purifier. Because it helps to remove certain toxins from the blood. And then there is some chemical in there that prevent joint pain. So taking Noni along with all those things, it prevent you from having that serious joint issues. Or in the time when the time is cold, you know, yes, people come with rheumatoid pain. Noni is very good for that.
All right. So we're speaking to the people who have arthritic issues, arthritis issues.
Any type of arthritis we're talking about this, man.
And first of all, we want to make them aware of what removes it. So again, let me just take the opportunity to remind you that you're listening to the Herbalist and You feature produced by More Life Products. They're situated right here in Stuart Castle, Refuge, Trelawney, and we are speaking to Mr. Erskine, a certified herbalist and plant alchemist. And the topic this morning is, of course, arthritis. And we have touched on what is arthritis, and that's the depletion of the
depletion of the synovial fluid.
Synovial fluid.
And it leads to the depletion of the cartilage of the bone. Some of them get really bad where it's rubbing so bad. And there's a problem. People keep taking painkillers for arthritis, and that is really wrong, because when you cramp those pain receptors in the area and the bone keep rubbing, you're not feeling it.
But the damage is being done.
It's keep damaging just the same. So when the pain receptors release or whatsoever you take, to kill the pain. When that wears out, you have some more serious pain than what was there before. So a painkiller will never help arthritis. What you need to do is take in something to add back fluid to the joint.
And so that is where the conversation has reached in the
and
maintenance.
People keep talking about cold cause arthritis. I think everybody I was telling Charmaine, everyone in America would have arthritis.
As England, in cold temperature.
Yes. So that doesn't cut it. Cold doesn't cause arthritis.
Cold temperature. But why is it that you feel arthritis pain when the time is cold?
Because the synovial fluid that is there, it helps to keep the joint warm and stuff.
And so you don't have that there no more.
It's depleted.
Yes, sorry. Depleted is right.
The word. So when it get depleted, the bone itself going to expose straight, come in contact straight with the cold air.
The atmospheric temperatures. I follow you.
The people keep saying that all the time is cold, and that's no. It's your diet doing it.
Okay. All right. I am following. I hope the listeners are following.
And at More Life Production, we have different type of formulas there that works really well for this arthritis type of issues. Not something to rub on, because I tell you the rubbing won't work.
It's what you're putting in.
Right. So whatever we're going to give you, going to contain that mucilage. They go straight back to the joint and get the joint flexing again.
All right.
It's like greasing back the joint.
All right. So it's not like a vehicle that you could rub the grease on. No, I'll pump it in.
No, there's no. The only pumping is it take a time,
Yes. So listeners, remember you can reach us in studio 876-482-4944. That's the number to reach us in studio if you have questions. For all those people watching, streaming online, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. And those numbers work as well for overseas listeners, 876-482-4944. Hit us up in studio with your questions or your comments while we have Mr. Erskine for another more 15 minutes or so. All right, so we dealt with the maintenance. I have depleted. Fluids are depleted. My grease depleted. How do I well, you touched it a while ago. How do I put it back? What? So you said noni is one of
them to prevent that pain.
Prevent the pain.
Right.
All right. So can I repair the damage?
Yeah, you can repair the damage. I know, as I said, we have formulas there that can help it over a period of time. The cartilage, if it's the cartilage that need to be repaired, the cartilage will repair over a period of time.
All right.
And if it's the synovial fluid that need to build back up over a period of time, depends on how long you're taking it. Depends on the severity. It builds back up.
Yeah, because these things didn't happen overnight. So people who have arthritis don't think they're going to come and they're going to get an overnight fix or a 2-week fix.
It take them years to catch to that place.
Yes.
The body don't really get messed up that easily. It have a lot of tolerance.
Yes, and it give enough warning and enough signals.
From different areas.
Yes, but we ignore them sometimes.
People ignore a lot of things. It's when time them can't move, them see it as a problem.
Yes.
Or when that happiness is not being felt inside of them anymore. They know that something is not right.
Okay. All right. I have a few comments coming in. I wonder if I can hear them. And so let me see if I can have see if this is. My name is Already G and the Fit family. Just want to big up who? All right. So big ups coming in for the Herbalist. All right. Good morning to Diane. Right. So if you have your comments or your questions, 876-482-4944, and it says, well said, Mr. Irving. Well, it's Mr. Erskine actually, but
that's a new name, Mr. Herbie.
So right, yeah. So I'm not sure which one of the points she's saying well said on, but she said well said, Mr. Erskine is the name. Yeah, right. So these things happen over time, and people, somebody up in them 70s and experiencing arthritis pain. They're going to come in and them say, boy, Mr. Erskine, didn't not good enough? Because my great-grand trouble with arthritis and thing. And the swelling and all the symptoms were present. All of them were there. Are they getting relief when they start feeling relief? I think that's what they want to understand.
Well, the first relief, you're going to believe in what you're doing as the first relief.
Fair enough. You're going to set your mind in order. All right.
Exactly. And then the second is the right chemical reaction with a placebo effect. A lot of people have placebo effect with the wrong chemical reaction, which create a nocebo effect. So that doesn't work.
All right. They have the wrong. So the placebo effect is the belief in what you're doing.
But you have to come with that
the right chemical.
Right. So the chemical is what I'm going to be giving you in the herbs.
All right.
The right chemical reaction. But if the placebo effect with the wrong chemical reaction are without the chemical reaction, that won't work.
Negative results.
It's like I'm believing you, but I can't see what I'm believing in. You need to see what you're believing in.
Yes. All right.
Or feel what you're believing in. It give you a different sense of feeling. So when a person come and they start taking the herb for arthritis, within a week and a half, you start to feel a big relief in those areas. Not to say they'll fix and come back, but they start to repair. You start to walk different. You start to feel different in the joints.
All right.
And most time it depends on how long they have it. I can give them up to 6 months to keep taking those herbs to repair the joint, because I'm saying it's not that joint never get messed up like within a month.
Yes, it's been years.
It take months and years. So it depends on how long. That's how long I can use that to calculate the time, a period that I will be giving you the herb to take to repair that area.
And so after the repair, then comes the maintenance. So
yeah, after maintain. I cannot maintain for you.
Right.
That's why I tell you that I cannot cure anything. I can put it back in that balanced state that it was. But it's for you, if you're not paying attention to yourself, to get back out of that state.
And so so there are some dietary changes that you're going to make, because part of the damage that you would have created was based on diet, is what you're taking in.
Your diet and your mind.
Diet and the mindset. So now that you are trying to repair the damage, you can't continue eating the same things, because you're going to nullify.
Exactly. It's like digging a hole and somebody is throwing the dirt
in it.
So you're throwing the dirt on your own self.
Right.
So what you need to do, you're going to look into your diet, find out what you're eating, because you must know where you eat. See what is missing, or where too much is being put in, or you need to take back out some. You know, so sometimes when you're being sick, as I said, it is an excess of something, or there's a lack of something.
That's right. So
you need to look in those areas and find out, what am I eating too much and what am I not eating?
Balance. From day one, we've been talking about balance, keeping things.
That's the only
balance.
Thing. Even the car on the road has to be balanced. It's again crab walk on the road.
That's right.
But as you said earlier on, that the Creator make everything for the body.
Yes.
But it's just people, as Erskine would say, not paying attention, not utilizing all that the Creator make to maintain our physical form.
You know, I'm going to have to start putting that microphone on. You know, we're having conversations with Charmaine more and more. So yes, repeat that for me.
No, I said you said something early on, that the Creator, it is awesome, or the Creator creates everything for the maintenance of man. But it is the lack of paying attention and the lack of focusing on what is already provided. As the church would say, all that we need is already provided. But it's because we're not aware of the stuff, and most people don't even want to be aware. You know what I mean? They just feel like they can just carry on however, whenever. And when there is a problem, that's the time that they realize that they were not being conscious of their surroundings and all that it takes to maintain the physical.
Definitely.
But it is all here.
Definitely. Boy, listen, we're in some serious times. And I think I read an article where an educator was saying that we have lost our students have lost so much in terms of what has happened and the shuttering of schools. But this has been a time for me of great education. There is so much information out there that I don't understand why there will be an educational gap. It's just for people to apply themselves. And as you would say, each week, don't let this information fall on a deaf ears, you know? Right?
I think the problem is, as we said, people not paying attention. There is no information hidden. It's right in front of your eyes.
Yes.
But people, use the information this to do other stuff, which is not important.
Yes.
Is that they are paying attention to the things that are not important and listening to the things that is important.
And not listening to what is
You are paying attention to the
what
things. You pay all the attention. You know, teacher, if you sit in a class and listen to the teacher can tell you that you need to pay attention.
Yes.
So just listening alone won't work.
Right. Pay attention.
You need to pay attention.
Yes.
So I'm saying most people are paying attention to the things that are not important, and they are listening to the things that is important.
Oh, just only listening.
Right.
Okay, I follow you. I follow the difference. I follow the.
And then these important stuff, Charmaine is saying, we have to use this stuff in our life to make fundamental change. So when I come here and I give you information, you need to use it, practice. Practice become better, not perfect.
Right.
So when you practice all these things, it changes your life fundamentally. It's like putting in new programs.
Definitely.
And those new programs can help to shape your life going into towards the future. Stop leaving ourselves in ignorance.
At you. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We need to, it's always, even in the Bible, it is always fitted that wise man must have knowledge of all things before it come to pass.
Yes.
The Bible puts it this way. It says that don't be an hearer of the word only, but a doer also.
Not just a hearer of the word, but a doer.
Doer of the word.
Yes, man.
So basically, that's what people is leaving out, the action part of it.
They hear, but they're not acting,
not activating what they're hearing.
Well,
make it practical and accessible and beneficial to the changing or the maintaining of our life.
Definitely. Well, I have received some very important information, and since me know say I am getting up in age and not younger, I don't want to deplete my. I can't get that word. I'm not going to deplete the grease in my joints. So let me just put it.
Synovial fluid.
I don't know why I want to put a V in there. Synovial. Yeah, I want V in there, but I'm putting it at the wrong place. All right, a synovial fluid.
That's a body grease. No?
Yes, man.
I know nothing that really work without grease.
True.
Once you have no grease, appear noise in that area, and you wouldn't want to hear your giants making that sound.
I'm telling you, yeah. Synovial fluid. I'm going to write it down. I'm writing it down right now. I'm going to commit it to memory. I tell
and without locomotion, we have a problem. So that's one of our main places that we need to pay a whole lot of attention to. Because if you can't move a giant, you can't do anything.
That is true.
I remember arthritis can affect any one of your joint once it is a movable joint.
Definitely. Yeah.
So it can be anyone, if even your finger.
And my fingers, I tell you, when I'm working this crossfader, fingers, the entire palm, the entire wrist, the whole right of my hand, very important. So I can't have it across.
And then another thing that costs a lot of people, I can give you a small example. Your diet is not so good, but you're doing a lot of hard work with your hands and feet. You're overworking yourself. You work to the point where you're tired, but you have more hours to do, so you have to do it. When you finish all those work, you find that you're getting fatigue, pain in the joints. If you keep going with those pain with small amount of grease,
yes,
that lead right into the arthritis just the same. With a serious problem. So, hardworking, because you have a lot of hardworking people in Jamaica.
Yes.
I'm saying this so they can,
understand the impact that they're having on their bodies.
Get some more grease in the joints.
So all them people up on the job site, all those laborers lifting them blocks and mixing mortar and them thing there, when you're done,
them need back some grease in the joint. Because if you continue like that, trust me, within a couple of years,
they're not used to themselves.
No. It's like the joints get messed up. And you can't go to a pawn shop to buy those. No.
Yes, man.
You have to make the body repair them. Yes. So that's the difference. If you even buy them, they won't work effective. Okay, you have artificial stuff, but
true,
it cannot work like how the body was supposed to be working.
How the designer created it. True.
I'm sure you know I make those type of fundamental change to your body.
Definitely. No artificial.
Changing out your giants, changing these. You need the real stuff to move it.
That's right. All right. We've reached that point where we're about to wrap. We have 3 minutes to wrap. So again, a quick recap. Conversation this morning.
Remember this conversation is on the arthritis problem that is affecting Jamaica, including rheumatoid arthritis, all of them. Remember, it is the synovial fluid in the joint that is getting low, and then it causes the cartilage to start to rub and deplete. And then you have a lot of friction taking place with pains. So remember, balance your diet, including more food in a diet that contain mucilage.
And the 3 quick ones we shared were okra.
We've shared okra with you. We shared Irish moss with you, spinach.
And we also touched noni.
Yeah, noni can prevent the pain that's in the joint. So people that do a lot of athletic work, running, farmers that use them foot a lot, hand a lot. Noni is very good for them to drink.
Yes.
And they're more active in those giant areas.
Yes. All right. So the information coming to you is from our resident herbalist. This is the Herbalist and newer production of More Life products. And so Richard was just sharing with you how to maintain the body. And for those who are at the point where you need repair, then of course you need to check with Mr. Erskine as well. Because you do have what? You have the formula.
We have a formula, man. And you can create different formulas at each time.
All right.
And we're making things more convenient, when you come to More Life, now to get tea, you can get it into a tea bag form, so it is more efficient for you. A lot of people now is on the go, they are moving. So they doesn't have all that time to stop to walk with a teaspoon and stuff. So it's the same equivalent amount, but it's in a tea bag. So it's more convenient for you to use anywhere.
All right.
So moving forward, you guys will be getting tea bag, but it's the same. It works just the same. It's the same amount, but it's more efficient.
As a matter of fact, it's probably more helpful that you put the dose together so that we use it the right way. Yes, man.
So people won't overdose themselves. You just use a tea bag to a cup.
Definitely. All right. And the numbers to find Mr. Erskine, to find More Life products, those numbers are 876-807-0068 or 876-299-7121. Get those numbers locked in your phone. 876-807-0068 or 876-299-7121. Make sure that you add them. They are on WhatsApp. Still have the Herbalist Club that's going.
Yeah, man. It's, things that can stay for a long time. It take its time and move.
Yes.
If you notice how human being grow.
Yes.
We grow slow, but we stay for a long time.
Definitely. So be sure to contact the Herbalist. Get in that club. And there's great benefits. Right now, I know somebody, I was thinking last night that, you see, if them did just in the club, they could visit you for a quick visit and deal with a small situation that they have. And I'm going to encourage them to sign up.
Well, encouragement, as I said, when you encourage, the more you encourage, it's like you're making that belief system.
Yes.
As we say, we need people to take more better care of themselves.
Yes.
So you're going to encourage them more.
Yes.
Make it become a part of them. You have to make it becomes a programming,
Yes.
Taking care of yourself.
Running in the subconscious. All right. So that's all the time we have for the Herbalist and you. Join us next week, same time, on your Track Back Thursday, 7:30. The Herbalist and you, a production of More Life Products, Stuart Castle. And remember, the information shared with you in the Herbalist and you is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. In fact, Mr. Erskine himself reminds you to check with your physician, get the medical diagnosis, and then you include as your holistic approach to healing the Herbalist in that system. All right, 2 minutes after 8, we take a word from our sponsor, More Life Products, and a few more messages, and then we come back inside Amaniba.
More Life Products presents The Herbalist and You, a health feature promoting alternative, healthy lifestyle with the use of medicinal oils, herbs, and spices. Join me, Charmaine Lewis, and Richard Erskine this and every Thursday at 7:30 a.m. for The Herbalist and You on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Phoenix Health and Vision Center now has 2 locations. St. Anne's Bay, 65 Main Street beside the Health Center.